All right, so we've done our blocks, and we're going to continue working on the Seichin kata. So we've done our rising blocks, making sure that we're creating this roof. Again, this feeling of snapping and attemming off. From here, we're going to make a pivot out. And I just pivot on this front foot, so hopefully Margot is catching this. I just pivot here at 45 degrees. As I'm finishing, kind of basically is from the Hojuondo, this tension movement. Not with a big step, but I'm tensioning off and turning to the side. As I do my circle, I'm going to do a rear kick. So I wanted to start this with a rear kick. I'm coming again through center on this kick. I'm not coming out here, I'm coming through here. So I make this turn, circle, kick. Now as I make this next turn, hopefully I came back into Seichin, I'm going to pivot and move my foot slightly so that I can turn. So it's not a big, I'm not doing this, I'm not making big motions. I'm staying very compact, very tight as I'm making this turn. As I do this next turn, same thing's going to take place. I position myself so that I can turn roughly into Seichin Dachi, back into stance. So I'm not making these big motions with my feet. I'm staying very tight, as though I have to almost, right? This has this sense of something collapsing in on you, and you have to stay here and defend yourself. You're not going to be making big motions. When I come out of this that second kick, I'm going to do basically a wrist strike, then turn my palm over and have a sense of grabbing. Now, I don't actually grab in the kata. The kata is done this way, feeling like that. So you're moving from the kick, turning, post first, block, block, come down. The next technique, we're going to turn 180 degrees. As we turn out of this, we're going to do this crossing block again that we did in the previous kata, in the kanshu. So we're going to turn with a snap, this hachiki yuke, this snapping in. And so again, you want to feel your hips engage, or feel the hips moving. And not so much shoulder, but more hips, as fast as you can. The more speed and the more relaxed you are in doing that technique, the more devastating the technique is. When we get back to class, be sure and ask Henry about this technique. I almost watched somebody pull his arm out of the socket using this technique. And it's just, well, it's a variation of this technique. It's just, when you do these hachiki movements correctly, they're just so incredibly powerful and yet so seemingly effortless. It's amazing. So you want to practice that effortless sort of power as you're doing this technique. Open and close. Right? And we're going to pause right there. We'll come back.